Today, 15th October 2018, we are here to celebrate Global Hand Washing Day. Global Hand Washing Day is the day that was set aside to recognize and celebrate hand washing as an effective way of preventing diseases and keeping healthy. The theme for this year is hand washing, a recipe for health.
Ladies and gentlemen, the arrival of the guest of honor. Everybody stand up.
We pray and ask you that you bless each one of us present here with a gift of concern for the brother, so that as we live here, we may be hand wash ambassadors, promote good health for your people, so that all of us may live a good life on this earth and eventually into eternal life.
The reason we commemorate this day is simply one. When you wash hands, you will definitely have a good health. And a good health is worth celebrating. For example, since April, when we started this campaign of hand washing in our area of Kamwenge, and specifically in Kicwamba Catholic Parish, we have had an improvement and a reduction in the number of patients coming to our health centers.
In the first place, I'd like to thank the Water for People NGO and Kamwenge District local government for recognizing our work in the Diocese of Fort Portal.
We are not in Kicwamba just because it's in Kamwenge, but because Kicwamba has demonstrated good behaviors and has been our ambassador in all aspects in championing sanitation, hygiene, and promotion of hand washing. We thank Father Losius, the Bishop, and all the team that has been behind this. They have achieved 100% in all aspects of sanitation, which we must appreciate.
When I got the intervention and advice, which was taken by Water for People in April, I was moved together with other religious leaders, and we had a religious leader approach in this area. And I'm telling you, I assure you, we have rode around in Kitagwenda, Nyakasura Parish, Bisozi Parish. We have rode around also in Ntuntu Archdiaconry, and we see the approach is picking up. The people have constructed the wash facilities, the tippy taps. They have soap available and water at all times. And every time they want to do an activity, they wash their hands with soap and water. And they themselves testify. We do it out of love for our own life. That is their motto.
And you know, the fathers, they have a very big platform. They meet these people who go to church every Sunday. So when they hear the father is coming to a village, because he has been coming from the parish to the communities, and he meets the people gather, he has mass, he talks to them, and we talk about hand washing and the importance of hand washing. And he also quotes the Bible that you should wash hands. It's in the Bible that if you are not clean, I don't know, sometimes I don't know how he does it, but he says you might not go even to heaven. So he tries to make it that serious, so that even these people who believe in the Catholic Church or any other religious faith, they know that hand washing is actually embedded in the Bible. So we bring that, and we also use our technical knowledge to advise them. So the church leaders have actually promoted, because for them they have a bigger platform, they are respected in the church, and what the Father says to these people, they take it as a God-sent message.
So far, we have zones from the context of the church, small Christian communities, under both Church of Uganda and the Catholic Church. We've seen zones attain total hand washing. And we are working with other stakeholders to ensure that it is scaled up. And we've even supported learning, because we supported the district, as I said, institutional strengthening, to have an extended coordination committee visit these areas so that they're able to learn from what is happening.
are the home of the zonal leader of Katehe zone. And when we started, the hand washing was at around 30%. But as we talk now, it's 100%. Every household has a hand washing facility, and we have tried our best to mobilize people to make tippet taps. We have demonstrated, we have told them what to do, and they know what to do. Now every household has a tippet tap, every household has been improved. Actually, this one is a model village now.
Batakayizire kutwegesa kuhika kutwegesa tukaba tukanyisa oburwaire oburi kututwara omu marwariro burikaire konkate sahezi omuntu nkimutwarira nk'omwaka nari emyezi 8 atakagiire omu irwariro turebuka ngu sente zitubintu tutwara omu marwariro obwire obwe hati nitukozesa ebintu ebindi na munonga nk'enju egi eyitwombekire omu bwire obu hamwe n'okuheera abaana omu mashomero.
Ekinkuhandikira toiletsi yanje egi nimanyisa ogwo wena yakubasa kwiza haro kwiza inobwira bwo kutahamu speed kandi akashohora genzere ekimanyisa waretwa okaterera mishotoyi noza kwikoshomire ochenge wargo mu kigo nonaba hati na waba orioro taminonia oizuketi washoma hato shohora onaba ogenda na nyotansigire ki oburwire.
This campaign of hand washing has improved our way of hand washing here, because all pupils and the staff have learned how to wash their hands with clean water and soap. We have always been receiving the visitors for like health inspectors, like other from water organizations. And even we have last week on Saturday, we had our school was one of the nine schools that were selected to go for hand washing, for global hand washing competitions at Kamwenge. We went there and we managed to perform. The campaign has alerted us to always wash our hands with soap whenever we visit latrines, whenever we do or we carry out manual work. So it has kept us, it has taught us to keep in moods of hand washing with soap every time. And that's why we have resorted to install tippet taps in the old compounds and at the latrines. We promote hand washing by sensitizing the pupils, and through using the sanitation club we have here. That club helps us to extend message of hand washing with soap to the entire pupils in this school, because we use them through making songs and plays. Then we use them on assemblies like the health prefects and the sanitation club members and the executive in general, to extend a message or to say a word to their fellow pupils during the assemblies.
Fellow countrymen, you languish patiently in such unpleasant lust.
We have made strides as Kamwenge in the wash sector. The total number of villages now with safe water have increased from 64% to 66% in 2 years. And access to safe drinking water has also moved from 71% to 74%.
The district currently stands at 28%. hand washing coverage, which is lower than the overall national average. But when we compare with the districts within the region, we see that the district is trying its level best to raise the coverage.
I think this is mindset. People usually, for them, they think they wash hands only after eating, but we are trying to change that mindset. It is their mindset. Others are aware, but they don't take it seriously. But now with this promotion, things have been on the radio, the programs have been on the radio, we have reached every member of the community, and now everybody tries to wash hands with soap. What has been preventing is the lack of knowledge. They think that if you wash hands with water only, you have removed germs. But for us, we say, no, even water can make these germs even spread more on your hands. So we emphasize when you're washing hands, you wash hands with soap.
The general status of hand washing in Uganda is not good. We are just at 36.5%. We're not proud of that, but we surely recognize that we've come a long way. When we started the National Hand Washing Campaign in 2007, we were just at about 14%. But now we have doubled. We are proud of that. But we also appreciate that we still have a long way to go.
Hand washing is a behavior. It takes a lot, first of all, of time, because it's a behavior, it's an attitude of people. And any attitudinal practice always takes time, and it's important to give the community time to adopt it.
The slow behavior change remains a huge challenge for this hand washing campaign. Further still, there is a need to enhance availability of hygiene products, goods, services through forming strategic alliances with the private sector and encouraging formation of public-private partnerships. I'm sure this will go a long way in achieving efforts of government towards promotion of hand washing with soap.
Mukurumbu Primary School, Noma Kabiri, Noma Tunga Certificate, Natanka, Emoyabizi.
The prioritization of hand hygiene in this country is still low. Of course, it comes with funding. The allocation as far as hygiene is concerned is low. And many times practitioners, specialists tend to integrate it and hide it in the overall sanitation aspects.
People tell us the taps, the tippet taps are expensive to construct. The standard drying racks, they don't have pieces of trees. They say the binding wire is expensive. But in my opinion, if we are organized, that would not be much. We can provide it like we provide some drugs in the health facilities. Because once you give the people prevention is better than cure. Then secondly, some people are non-compliant. They are complacent. They say, these things belong to the religious leaders, so why should we go and do them? But the good thing, we have teamed up with the police, we have teamed up with the village health teams, the health inspectors, where we go and instruct, and people seem not to follow. Then we use the other approach of reinforcement of the law.
Hand washing doesn't go alone, because without water, we cannot wash hands. All those tippet taps will be empty. So Water for People does that holistic approach. We are doing water development. We are supporting the institution of the district local government to identify those unserved areas, unserved villages that don't have water. We have a district investment plan. So we appeal to all other stakeholders to work together in a coordinated way so that we are able to have these unserved areas with no water sources, the 54 villages now in Kamwenge, access water so that we shall sustain and make real the hand washing that we are celebrating today.
The government should make sure that the schools have the water sources. For example, this flowing water like the gravitational water.
Government initiative of providing a water source per village. Honorable, your MP, woman MP raised this. We are going to expedite and see that every village gets a water source, safe and clean. And this will definitely facilitate hygiene and hand washing because the distance will be shorter.
The government should also keep monitoring the schools on health programs, and they should also put much emphasis in mentoring the schools, teaching the entire schools on the importance of hand washing with clean water and soap, and should also keep mentoring the teachers and giving them the workshops on the importance of hand washing with soap. Then after that, they should also keep inspecting the schools on the general cleanliness and hand washing programs, how they are being carried out.
In every village, there is a committee, sanitation committee. In every Mugongo, that's a zone, which has been educated on educating people how to wash hands with soap. These people go house to house, they educate people. We are doing our part, but they should also do their part. For us, we are few, but for them, there are many in the community. So if we have about 10 people in a community looking after about 50 households, at least one person can look after every 3 households. It's very easy to take that one.
The other day we had a meeting of the priests in our diocese of Fort Portal, which covers 7 districts. And we resolved that the religious leaders' approach, specifically the Catholic religious leaders, we are going to use the bushfire approach. The leaders are going to come in this deanery and borrow a leaf of how we are doing it. They will integrate it in their pastoral work. And then as a diocese, I think once we have reached a good coverage, the other dioceses across the nation should be able also to come and learn from us. And I think eventually we shall cover the whole country.
Our next steps is to engage the Muslim society as well, to be able to preach or to teach every Friday as they meet to pray. We are going beyond just a number of sub-counties. We're actually looking at all the 15 sub-counties in this district. And like I said, as Water for People, we are continuing with extending water supply.